Hello?
No, no.
Yeah. So I'm working on computer. Okay, so based on your decision in whatever you have learned in English grammar, that subject come at first position, verb is the second position, object at third position, and then you said this is a wrong sentence. I is the subject, working is the verb, am working, and laptop is the direct object. Perfect. So this is the right sentence. So same thing in German. What is subject? What is object? Right? That is what we are going to talk about. So to know that, we should know what are the cases. So case is nothing. It is a fictitious word, but it tells you about uh, okay, Mr. Das. Perfect. So I'm working on computer. So as I said, case is a fictitious word, right? And which does not exist. But in order to understand the subject, the relation of subject with the verb, subject with the object, we need to understand the cases in German grammar. It doesn't actually exist in English grammar, but we have to, just a second, guys. Okay, so uh, based on that, we need to know what is okay, what is the relation of the subject with the object, subject with the verb. We need to know the cases in German grammar. So there are four important cases, right? It looks something odd for you guys. Maybe you first time you don't understand the structure formation, but with the practice you will understand. Okay, so no problem with that. So nominative is the first case in German. Right. See, and not all the Europeans. See, the thing is in English, these cases doesn't exist. Right. When we are learning the English language, because you guys have learned English in schools, colleges, so you never come across with the term case. Cases like English. No, we have the part of speech. That is a different thing. But if you talk about some European languages, German is one of them. So German language, we have four cases. And if you talk about Russian language, if somebody who is learning Russian, he has to learn six cases. There are six different cases. And if you're learning Finnish, I mean Finland, the Finnish is spoken. There you have to learn 26 cases. The person will die learning 26 cases, right? So nominative, accusative is the second case. Third is dative, and fourth one is genitive, right? Fourth one is the genitive. Now, why? What are these nominative, accusative, dative, genitive? You guys will be wondering and will not understanding what I'm writing. But it's very important from the grammar point of view. Like we need to know what these cases are. So in English, the subject, right? We know subject. Subject is the acting person, the person who is doing something is a subject. But in German, that subject is known as a nominative. What do we call subject? Subject follow the nominative case, right? So let me first introduce you guys nominative. Okay. So every case, which means subject. So that means subject in German is nominative case. Whenever you find a subject, it will follow the nominative case. It will follow the nominative case. Now, understanding why it is important, what is this nominative, right? So any subject in a sentence is a nominative in German sentence, and it follow a structure, right? Every case, these four cases that I'm writing here in front of you, every case has some rules and regulations that we have to remember, right? And it is very very important while framing the sentences. We have done a lot of sentences, right? But that sentences that we have done, we don't know, we just know their man, the man is the man is in the car, right? We did some sentences. Der Mann ist im Auto. The woman is in the car. Die Frau ist im Auto. You know, okay, the sentence structure is like that, but from the grammar point of view, you're not much aware about it. So that is what we are going to talk about. So nominative in a sentence is a subject. So in every case, you need to first need to know definite articles, indefinite articles, and third one is your uh, personal pronomen, means personal pronouns. Okay. So as I said, nominative is a subject. So first, what are the definite articles? In German, you know, we have different articles. The in English means definite article means the. In German, it can be expressed into four ways. You guys might be knowing it. There, the for feminine, das for neutral, and the for plural. That is why we say their man. We don't say men. In English, like we say man, woman. But in German, you need to know, you need to remember that is the thumb rule. You need to remember the noun with the gender. So instead of saying man, you should say their man. So their man, die Frau, which is feminine. Das Kind is child, right? Das Mädchen is the girl in German language. And plural is always the Männer means person, men, plural form. Die Frauen, ladies, women. Okay. So all these are the subject, right? Now, what are the indefinite articles? Indefinite articles. Indefinite articles are ein, eine, ein, and there is no plural. Why it's not a plural indefinite article? This is a mobile. This is a mobiles. I can't say. Absolutely wrong, right? Because a in itself is a small quantity. I can't say this is our laptops. No, these are the laptops. So that is why we don't have the plural form of indefinite article, right? So remember the two important articles in German, guys: definite article, indefinite article. What are the definite articles? Der, die, das, die. What are indefinite articles? Ein, eine, ein, and there is no plural. Ist das klar? Ist das klar?
Yeah, this is clear.
Sehr gut. Now, the man, the woman, the child. If I say a man, so ein Mann, because it is masculine, and masculine indefinite article is ein. If I say a woman, then I will say eine Frau, because this is feminine indefinite article. If I say a child, I would say ein Kind, a child. Neutral indefinite article. Perfect. So now you know what is the nominative case. Nominative case is a subject in a sentence. And in nominative case, we have definite article. You need to remember these three parts: definite, indefinite, and personal pronouns. Now you know definite articles and indefinite articles. Now we are going to talk about the personal pronouns, means the personal pronomen, personal pronouns. So personal pronouns, you already know subject pronouns. I, you, he, she, it. All these are the subject pronouns. So ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, and sie. These are the subject pronouns, right? I, you, he, she, it, we all, you guys, they, and you formal. These are the personal pronouns. Let's take some example here. Example means zum Beispiel. In German, that means Zum Beispiel means for example. Zum Beispiel means for example. Okay, so ich heiße Jitendra. So you guys know what does it mean? Perfect. Now what is the subject in this sentence? Tell me. What is the subject? Yeah, what is the subject in this sentence, guys? I.
Ich.
Ish. It's very simple. Subject. I'm asking about the subject. Ish is the subject. And subject is what? Subject is nothing, is a nominative case. Right? It's a nominative case. So subject is nominative. Alright. Ram spielt Fußball. Ram is playing football. Now tell me what is the subject here? What is the subject in this sentence, guys? Ram is the subject. Nominative. And nominative is what? Is the subject. Right? So subject can be a noun because Ram is a noun and subject can be a pronoun. Ish is a pronoun, right? So this is all about the nominative case. There is nothing after, nothing beyond this. So nominative case, you need to remember, nominative is a subject in a sentence, definite article, indefinite articles, personal pronouns, right? So these three things you need to remember in a case when you're talking about. So we are talking about at first nominative case, subject in German language. So what are the definite articles? Der, die, das, die. What are indefinite articles? Ein, eine, ein. There is no plural. And what are the personal pronouns? Personal pronouns means I, you, he, she, it, we, you guys, they, and you formal. For example, I'm called Jitendra. Ish is the subject, means nominative. Ram spielt Fußball. Ram plays football. So Ram is the subject. That is why it is the nominative case. Perfect. So here we need to, all right, so now you have to tell me, guys. Peter trinkt Kaffee. Tell me what is the subject here. Peter is a subject, means Peter, subject is what? Nominative. All right, so this is all about the nominative case. Okay, this is all about the nominative case. Now talking about accusative case, this is very important. Accusative is nothing. In German we call it as a, in English we call it as a direct object. So I hope many of you will be doing some, I mean, if you know more about English language, in English there are two types of object. One is direct object and one is indirect object. So direct object is accusative case in German, accusative. So now we are going to talk about accusative case. Second case, which is accusative, means the direct object. So first of all, we need to know what is a direct object, right? What is a direct object? All right. Who, if you ask, okay, in a sentence, if you are reading a sentence, and if you put this question, then you will get the direct object in a sentence. Who or what is being verbed? If you ask this question in a sentence, you will get the direct object. Or second is beneficiary of verb is always a direct object. Okay, all right. I am, okay, I kick the ball. Okay, so what is the question? Who or what is being kicked? So what is being kicked here?
Ball.
Yes, perfect. What is being kicked is the ball. So that means the ball is the direct object. Okay, so I is the subject and the ball is the direct object and kick is the verb. So this is how you can, okay, let's say I am drinking tea. So what, who or what is being verbed? What is being verbed here? Tea.
T.
So T is the direct object. So this is very simple, guys. In order to understand the direct object in a sentence, just ask this question, who or what is being verbed. Then you will understand that structure, that part in a sentence is the direct object. Now direct object, we have some rules. As I told you, these three things we have to learn in every structure. What are these things? Definite articles, indefinite articles, and the personal pronouns. Okay, perfect. Now in the direct object, there is a change. We'll talk about definite article first. Masculine, feminine, neutrum, and plural. That masculine there changes to then. This is something that you need to remember. There changes to then, and rest remains same. There, the, das, the. Ein changes to einen, eine, ein. Rest is same. Only with the masculine noun you have to be very careful. Only with the masculine, there is changing to den and ein is changing to einen. Otherwise, the rest is exactly the same like nominative, if you see that. Right? Only this there is changing to den, ein is changing to de einen. Rest is same exactly like nominative. Perfect. Okay, so we'll talk about why it is important. Okay. Now, talking about accusative pronomen. All right, tell me, guys, I'm writing a sentence here. I love he. Is it the right sentence?
Wrong.
It's wrong. It should be I love him or her, whatever. Okay. So this should be the sentence. This is the right sentence. So what is this him and her? These are the direct object pronouns. We call them direct, means accusative pronomen. Direct object pronouns. So what happens is ish changes to mish, do changes to dish, air, e, z, z, s, s. Then you have wir, uns, ihr, euch, sie, z, and this z is z. So guys, these are the subject pronouns I, you, he, she, it, and these are the direct object pronouns, right? Ich, mich, dich, ihn, sie, es, uns, euch, sie, sie. Now let's take the example, then you will understand in a better way. Okay. Der Mann, the man, küsst, kisses, das Kind, the child, right? So who or what is being verbed here? Who or what is being verbed in this sentence? The man kisses the child. So the child is the direct object, right? Perfect. Das Kind. So das Kind is the direct object. Okay. Now I want to replace, like, der Mann is the noun and das Kind is also a noun. I want to replace both the noun with the pronouns. So what I do? He kisses the child. He kisses him. Perfect in English. He. So I'm translating this. The man kisses the child. Okay. And in the second sentence, now I want to replace both the nouns with the pronoun. He kisses him. Perfect. Now how to make this sentence? All right. Not mish. So you will say air. He, subject. This one, he, air. Kissed is the verb. Okay. Him. Him is in, air, in. He, him. Okay. You will understand like this. Mish is me. This is you. In is him. Z is her. S is it. Uns, us. Euch, you guys, you all. Z means them. And you is you formal. Right? So, er küsst him, ihn. This is the sentence where you have trans. Okay, many of you guys in the college, like, I have seen the first lecture in German, people ask, sir, how to say I love you in German? That is the first question that comes from the students, right? So lieben means to love. Lieben is a verb which means to love. So I is the subject. Ich liebe, I love you. Direct object.
Do.
Dich. Dich, not du. You are saying, yeah, ich liebe this. Direct object. See, when the direct object is
Sie.
what? Then this. Direct object, you have to put the direct object pronoun, guys, because see, I love you. What is being verbed? You is being verbed. So use the direct object. Direct object is nothing means accusative case. In accusative case, accusative pronouns are different. Yeah, it looks at the first sight, it looks slightly difficult to understand, but we'll practice, then you will get to know. So ich liebe dich. I love her. Ich liebe sie. Her. Yeah, this one. Her. Sie. Direct object. Perfect. Now, ich kaufe. I am buying. Den Wagen is the car. Now, Wagen is their wagon, right? But why it is changing to den Wagen? Why it is changing to den Wagen? Because, guys, because what is being verbed here? Their wagon, right? Wagon is the car, but car is their wagon. But you have already seen that in masculine direct object, there is changing to den, right? I am buying a car, then how would you say? Ich kaufe einen Wagen. Why einen Wagen? Because it is an indefinite article. In masculine changes to einen. Okay, I'll make a table for you guys so that you understand it correctly. Okay, so ich kaufe einen Wagen. I'm buying a car. Ich kaufe Gemüse, vegetables. Gemüse. All right. So I'll take you through just a second with the practice perfect moment. You'll understand in a better way. Okay, so all right, guys, so let's talk about it. So anybody can read this text from here? You will understand. Read it. Nominative. Read it. Anyone can read it, guys. Guys, read it from here.
You want us to read it out loud?
Yeah, you start from here.
Okay. Nominative. What is the subject of a sentence? The subject of a sentence is the person or thing that is doing the verb. To find the subject, look at the verb and ask who or what is doing, who or what is singing, who or what is sleeping. Subjects take the nominative case.
I hope it is clear. Exactly, this is what I told you guys. Subject takes the nominative case in German. Who, how to identify the subject, who or what is doing, who or what is singing, who or what is sleeping. I am sleeping, you are sleeping, she's sleeping, I, you, she, all these are the subject, means the nominative case. Now let's talk about accusative. Yep.
Accusative. What is the direct object of a sentence? The direct object receives the action of the verb. To find the direct object, look at the verb and ask who or what is being verbed, who or what is being kicked, who or what is being read. Direct objects take the accusative case.
Perfect. So what is the direct object of a sentence? The direct object receives the action of the verb. To find the direct object, look at the verb. As I said you, who or what is being verbed. If you ask this question in the sentence, you get to know what is the direct object. All right, so this is a table, very simple table, guys. Important. We have masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. Definite article, bestimmter means definite, unbestimmter means indefinite articles. There are two cases that we are talking about, nominative and accusative. Nominative is the subject, accusative is the direct object. Now, there for masculine in nominative case, the for feminine, das neutral, plural is the. Accusative, you see there is changing to den. Feminine, the, neutral, das, plural, the. Indefinite article, ein, eine, ein, and einen in the accusative case. All right. Now, let's look at some cases. Define the case of the underlined word. All right. So here, ich kenne den Mann. So tell me, den Mann is what? Nominative or accusative?
Accusative.
Accusative, because it is the direct object. I know the man. I know the man. What is being verbed here? The man. I know the man. So the man is the accusative. Die Frau liest ein Buch. The lady reads a book. What is the direct object here?
Book.
Direct object.
Book.
Buch. Sehr gut. Because what is being verbed? A book is verbed. So ein Buch is the nominative, but we are talking about the underlined words. So die Frau, the lady, is the subject. So that is why it is nominative. All right. Now talking about this, tell me, den Fehler. Remember guys, den is happening in what? There is changing to den in masculine in direct object, accusative case. Den Fehler sehe ich nicht. I don't see the mistake. So den Fehler, what is this?
Subject. Accusative.
Accusative, yes, perfect. Accusative, because it is the object. Subject is ich, I. But don't get confused that subject is always whatever we are writing at the beginning of the sentence is always a subject. See, this is how they have just changed it. The mistake I don't see. The mistake I don't see. So actually I is the subject here and this is the direct object, accusative. Okay. Now let's talk about ich. Okay, read the sentence. German, read the sentence. Mr. Das is not here in the class today. And anybody, right? A lot of guys are here. Let me pick Amit. Amit, can you read the first sentence? I think he's not available. Anybody can? Chaitanya, Chatra, call me hell. What a name. Apurva. Anybody can read the whole sentence. The first sentence.
Ich feiere morgen meine Geburtstag.
I'm celebrating my birthday tomorrow. Feiern is to celebrate. Morgen is tomorrow. Meinen Geburtstag. Meinen. Direct object. Okay, so now tell me, what is the accusative case? What is the direct object here?
Geburtstag.
Geburtstag. So that is accusative. All right. Second one. Tell me. Underline word. Which case it is? Is it nominative or is it accusative?
Accusative.
Accusative. Third one.
It's accusative again.
No.
Neighbor is
Their Nachbar. Yes, perfect. This guy. Yeah, nominative. This is nominative. See, the neighbor is leaving the house. The underline. The neighbor. This is the subject. So what is being verbed? The house is being verbed. So the neighbor is, yes, perfect. Yeah, this guy is writing perfectly. There is nominative. Okay. Next, read the sentence. What is this? Einen Film here. Is the object or subject accusative or nominative? Yes, sehr gut. Accusative. Sehr gut. Accusative. Okay. Sentence number 5. He is eating a piece of cake. Er isst ein Stück Kuchen.
Nominative.
Yes, nominative. Perfect. All right. Next. Die Ärzte operieren den Patienten. The doctors are operating on the patient. So is it a subject or object?
Nominative.
Nominative. Subject. Okay. So, das Buch kenne ich nicht. The book I don't know, or I don't know the book. Ich kenne das Buch nicht. Actually, the sentence looks like this. What is this? So, Buch is what? Accusative. Perfect.
Accusative.
Now, next. Der Hund. We are taking the dog with us. Den Hund. Den Hund. And accusative. Den can tell you. Den is accusative masculine. Okay, next. Ich finde die Unterlagen nicht. I'm not finding the documents. So, ich is what?
Nominative.
Nominative.
Nominative. Perfect.
Nominative.
That's true. So, guys, no, this is not accusative. This is nominative. What is being verbed? The documents. The documents are the accusative direct object. Ich is nominative subject. I am not finding the documents. Who or what is being yeah? So
Next is accusative, sir.
9. Next, this one, guys. This is not an accusative. Den Schlüssel sucht er. He
But it
is looking for the
then.
keys. Key. He is looking for the key. This is nominative subject. Subject. Er means he. And then see, den Schlüssel is giving you the hint. Only accusative changes to den, masculine, right? So that is why den Schlüssel we are writing here. Er is nominative. Perfect. All right. Now read this. Don't get confused. You have to understand. You need to understand the sentence. I can't find the letter. Den Brief. Den. Of course, it has to be accusative.
Accusative.
Yes. Den. Accusative masculine. Er sucht sein Portemonnaie. He's looking for his wallet. Accusative. Perfect. 13th.
Nominative.
Perfect. Nominative. Next.
Nominative.
Perfect. Next.
Accusative.
No.
Nominative.
Nominative subject. It's not accusative. The children are in the class. The Kinder sind im Kinderzimmer. The children are in the class. Kinderzimmer. What is being verbed? Kinderzimmer is being verbed here. All right. So next, underline. Now there is no English word. Accusative. Den. Of course, den. Den or einen. It has to be accusative at any cost. Okay. Accusative. Next.
Next is nominative.
Nominative.
Next.
Nominative.
Nominative. Accusative.
Accusative, guys. Meine Kollegen. I'm calling my colleagues. I is the subject. I'm calling my colleagues. So my female friend, right? So female colleague. Meine Kollegen, direct object. Next.
Accusative.
No, not accusative.
Nominative.
Nominative. See. Meine Kollegin, my colleague calls the chef, means boss. Den chef. This is accusative and this is the nominative. Next.
Nominative. Accusative.
Accusative. Perfect. Next. Be careful. Fish mag ich nicht. I don't like the fish. Yes, my dear friend. Who is the guy? He's giving the right answer. Who is writing here? Can you tell me? What is the name? Colin. Yeah, Mr. Colin. Thank you. You're awesome. Yep. So, ich mache das Licht an. Anmachen means to switch on. I'm switching. I am switching on the light. So I switch on the light. Accusative. Next. Wir ziehen die Schuhe aus. We are taking out the shoes. Accusative. Rosenmarie backt einen Kuchen. Rosenmarie is the name of a girl. Yeah, perfect. Nominative. Yes. Next. Sie bauen ein Haus. You are buying a. Bauen is to build. You are building a house. Bauen. So you. Nominative. We are begrüßen die Gäste. We are greeting the guests. So
Nominative.
no, guys. We are greeting. Accusative. Next. This is simple. Very easy to understand. Den is coming. Then accusative.
Accusative.
Die Rechnung bezahlt Peter. Peter.
Nominative.
No. Peter. This is like Peter is. Yes, accusative. Peter is paying the bill. Peter is the subject. Peter is paying the bill. Not the bill is paying Peter. No. Peter is paying the bill. So accusative. Okay, sehr gut. You guys are doing great. All right, so let's talk about this. Der Vater packt das Geschenk ein. Einpacken means to pack.
Nominative.
Father, Nominative. Father packs the gift. Ich esse ein Brotchen. I am eating a bun.
Accusative.
Accusative. Next. Den.
Accusative.
Next. Einen.
Accusative.
Ich hasse Regen. I hate raining.
Nominative.
Nominative. Perfect. What's your name?
Ankita, sir.
Ankita. Okay, sehr gut, Ankita. Eine Suppe koche ich. I'm cooking a soup. I am cooking.
Accusative.
Yeah, Mr. Colin. All right. Ich korrigiere den Fehler. I'm correcting the mistake. So, den
Accusative.
Fehler. Accusative. Der Kunde kauft ein Buch. The customer is buying a book. So, the customer is buying a book.
Nominate.
Perfect. So this is a very important, right? In a sentence to understand what is nominative, what is accusative, then only you will get to know, right? Okay, so now guys, we have to fill der, die, das, oder, den. Wir schauen, we are watching film. Film, so it has to be a direct object, right? And direct object, and I'm also writing it, is it what kind of gender it is? It is masculine. So masculine is what? There. But in direct object, there
There.
changes to
Den.
den.
Then.
Yes. Wir schauen den Film. We are watching the film. Okay. Now, Suppe schmeckt mir gut. The soup tastes me. So subject. Subject is what? Feminine. Die. Suppe in soup in German is feminine. So die Suppe, subject. Next. Magst du? Do you like? Du is the subject. Nominative. Magst, like. What is this? This is the object. An object neutral. Das. Das Buch. Yep. Koffer is masculine. Siehst du? Du is the subject. Siehst is the verb. Koffer is the direct object. Accusative. And in accusative masculine, what happens? There changes to
Den.
den. Do you see the luggage? Siehst du den Koffer? Do you see the luggage? Okay, next. Okay, so this next sentence.
There.
Their coffer, masculine, subject, their coffer. Their coffer is gross. The luggage is big. Next.
Das.
Sehr gut. The house, das Haus, subject. Das Haus hat einen Schornstein. The house has a chimney. Yeah. Das Haus hat einen Schornstein. Schornstein means chimney. Chimney. Okay. Masculine. Der Arzt. The doctor.
There.
Doctor. Der Arzt means the doctor. Der Arzt ist nett. The doctor is nice. Okay. Next sentence. I see. I is the subject. Sehen means to see. Ärztin is a female. Ah, perfect. Die. Female doctor. Next.
Das.
Oh, perfect. Next.
Das again.
Yeah. Schlüssel is masculine, but guys, remember, I don't find the key. The Schlüssel is a direct object. And direct object accusative means what? Masculine, they are changed.
Then.
Next.
Den.
Then. They are changes to then. Yes. Next.
Den again.
Yeah, what is the next? Natalia schreibt den. Masculine,
Den.
direct object. Yes, next.
Die.
Oh, perfect. Next.
Die.
The. Oh, wow. Now, these those were definite articles. There, the, den, das, yeah. But now we have to fill indefinite article. Ein, eine, oder einen. Einen is the direct object, masculine. Eine, feminine, and ein is the neutral. All right. So, ich habe blank Erkältung means I have cold, like I'm suffering from cold. So,
Eine.
Yeah, Entschuldigung. Perfect. Eine, feminine. Yes. Next. Er hat blank Frage. He has a question. Frage is a question. He has a question. So, eine.
Eine.
Yep. Next.
Einen.
Oh,
Einen.
wow. Super. Perfect. Yep.
Einen.
Oh, great.
Einen.
Einen.
Sehr gut.
Eine.
Wow. Mhm.
Eine.
Einen.
Einen. You guys are awesome.
Eine.
Einen. Einen.
Einen.
Eine. Ein.
Be sure is a this is ish. I don't see the envelope. Brief Umschlag means envelope. So it
Einen.
is einen. Ah, perfect. Ladies are tall. Guys, perfect. You have understood this case. Awesome. All right. So write the corresponding definite or indefinite article into the gap. Okay. So ish can. So the concern is I understand, like I'll send you this exercise. You can do at your own. And after that, what, like after completing this, you can check, like, so many exercises are there. You can also remember so many nouns, right? And here is your solution key I have also provided here, right? Solution key at the end of the sentence is, and end of the exercise, Lösungsschlüssel, solution key. You can refer the solution key and you can actually see what progress you have done, how many sentences are correct, how many sentences are incorrect. Perfect. So that I will share with you guys and you can practice it. Perfect. So the main topic is to understand what is the subject in a sentence and what is the direct object. Nominative und Accusative. Nominative is what? Is a subject. Accusative is what? Is a direct object. And how can we identify is this a nominative or accusative? So who or what is being verbed in a sentence tells you about the direct object, right? Accusative. Or the beneficiary of the verb is always a accusative, means direct object. We have some example here, this, and this. Now I'm making a table which is very important, and if you remember this table, you will not do any mistake. And that table is very, very important. Okay. Okay. So now subject, verb, and here I'm putting the direct object, right? So subject can be what? Subject can be definite article, there, the, das, the. Subject can be eine, and no plural. Yeah, subject can be like der Mann, die Frau, das Kind. All these are the subject. All right. And what are the pronouns? Ich, subject pronouns, nominative pronouns, ich, du, er, sie, es, I, you, he, she, it, wir, ihr, sie, and sie. Okay. Now let's talk about now. Direct object is what? Accusative. Accusative, what is happening? There is changing to den, die, das, die. And ein is changing to what? Einen. Einen, eine, ein, and there is no plural. And pronouns are also changing, guys. Yeah, I, me, you, him, his, her, ich, mich. Du is changing to dich. Er, ihn.
Hin.
Sie, sie. Es,
Sie.
Yes.
es.
Es.
Wir, uns.
Und
Ihr, euch.
sie.
Ihr, euch. Sie, sie. ZZ and ZZ. Okay, so these are like, this is a table of nominative and accusative. You remember this table, then you can master both the cases. Only two cases we have talked about, nominative and accusative. So this is the nominative, means the subject in a sentence. And what can be a subject? The man, the woman, the child, yeah, children, a man, a woman, right? So they are the, das, the, eine, definite and indefinite article, subject. What are the subject pronouns? I, you, he, she, it can also be the subject, right? Actually the subject pronouns. I am playing, he is playing, she is playing. Ich, du, er, sie, es, wir, ihr, sie, sie. Now the direct object. Direct object is nothing, is accusative, right? And this is nominative. So what happens is here, right? So in this direct object, what is happening? There changes to den, die, das, die. Ein changes to einen, eine, ein, and we don't have a plural form. Direct object pronouns are different. Ich, mich, I, me, du, dich, you, er, he, ihn, his, sie, her, she, her, es, it, wir, we, us, wir, uns, ihr, euch, you all, sie, they, them, sie, you formal, you, sie. Perfect. So this is the table that you have to remember. All right. So the two important cases that we have done, nominative und accusative case. Perfect. Nominative und accusative case. Ist das klar?
Yes, sir.
Ist das klar?
Ja, das ist klar.
Sehr gut. Ja, das ist klar. All right. So now let's talk about. Okay, let me just take you through. Okay, so I will ask some question to let's say Divya. No, Divya is Nista. Disha or the Disha, I don't know the name, I forget. Many people are there. Okay.
Risha, sir, Risha.
Risha. Okay, so I will be asking you some question. You need to answer. Wie heißen Sie? Wie heißen Sie? Everybody can listen to these questions. Wie heißen Sie means what are you called? What's your name?
Ich heiße Risha.
Yeah, this is the answer. Okay, ich heiße Risha. Wo wohnen Sie?
Wo wohne in Bengaluru.
Nein. I live in. Ich wohne.
Oh, ich wohne, sorry.
Ich wohne.
Ich wohne in Bengaluru.
Ich wohne in Bengaluru. Und wo ist Bengaluru?
Wo ist Bengaluru?
Bengaluru ist in Karnataka. Bengaluru ist in Karnataka.
Hello.
Yep. All right, so let's say yeah, Girish, you will try. Girish. I think he's not here. Anybody can raise the hand. I'll ask the question so that you will get the feel. Are you learning the language or not? Raise your hand and ask me. I'll start asking the question. Yeah, super. Amit. Hallo Amit, wie heißen Sie? Wie heißen Sie? Okay. So guys, no response, so we'll start forward. Okay, we'll go forward. Perfect. So the cases today, nominative and accusative, two important cases. And okay, so let's talk about some basic question again. All right, and always keep on revising, guys, the material that I have sent you, the notes that you get. So keep on revising the basic questions, and it's important for you right? So that you actually feel that we are learning the language. It's not right. It's not like, I'm writing here in notepad and you are just listening and answering at that point of time. The language is about spoken. Yeah, you have to practice it, give some time, and start speaking the language. And this is something, the best part is that you guys are getting this course free of cost. You must utilize, otherwise everywhere you go. I missed in this is I thought, okay. So yeah, so you guys are getting it free of cost. So you have to use the resources. You have to use this platform. Otherwise, if you like, out of you somebody who's planning to learn seriously the language, he'll go to an institute, approach somebody, and they charge a lot of a lot about this course, about the German language. So make sure whatever we are doing, you revise it, you give some time, and you start practicing the questions, so that if somebody is asking, you are in a position to answer the questions. All right, we have done the question what time it is. So wie spät ist es? What time it is? 8:24. Can anybody tell me how to say 8:24 in German? Try, anyone? Try from your side. Give up. Try, just either it's wrong or right. It doesn't play the role. And just try to tell me how to say 8:24 in German.
Es ist 24 Minuten nach 9.
Es, noch einmal, one more time.
Es ist 24 Minuten nach 9.
Nach
Was is
8.
it?
8. Not 9. Yeah, very good. Es ist 24. Okay, so you said es ist
Ja.
24 Minuten, no, there, whatever, nach 9. But it is 24 minutes after 8 o'clock. So you have to say 8. Right?
Oh yeah.
This
yeah.
is the one.
Sorry.
Okay, and instead of saying es ist, you can directly say, nowadays it is very modern, right? So Germans, they say only 24 after 8. So 24 nach 8. Simple, they say. 24 nach 8. Understood. All right. I can say that it is 6 minutes before 8:30. Yep. So 6 means 6. 6 Minuten. Minuten. 6 Minuten. 6 minutes before. 4. 4 is before, right? Nach means after. 8:30 is halb 9. Halb 9. 6 Minuten vor halb 9. Okay, 6 minutes before 8:30. Okay, so anyone, like the best one, the first one is the best, like just say the minutes and the time. Simple. So let's say if it is 9:40, 9:40, how would you say?
Wir
40.
40
nach 9. 40 nach 9. Yeah, 40 nach 9. It's so simple, quite simple. Okay, if it is 10, 20.
20. 20 nach 10.
20 nach 10, sehr gut. Okay, if it is 11, 14. 11, 14.
40.
14, 1, 4. 14. 14 nach 11. Yep. 14, 14. Okay, now say 2:27. Yeah, anybody who's raising the hand can start, right? Can talk, no problem. Yeah, so 2:27, how to say?
27. 20
See, and what's your name?
nach Chaitanya.
Chaitanya. Okay. 27 nach zwei. Ja, Chaitanya, sehr gut. Alright. Okay, und Chaitanya, wie heißen Sie?
Ich heiße Chaitanya.
Wo wohnen Sie?
Ich wohne Bengaluru. Ich wohne
Okay.
in Bengaluru.
Sehr gut. Und was trinken Sie? Was trinken Sie?
What do you drink?
Ja,
Nothing.
ich trinke. Tell anybody, like, say simple, like, make some sentence. Ich trinke Cola, ich trinke Kaffee, ich trinke Tee, ich trinke whatever. You don't
Ich
know.
trinke Wasser.
Don't drink nothing. How it is possible? You say
Ich
water.
trinke
Ich trinke Wasser.
Ja.
Yeah, sehr gut. Okay, sehr gut. Yeah, perfect. All right. So guys, this was about the time, and now you know how to talk about the time in German, right? And the basic questions, as I said, keep on revising the basic questions that we have done in the last classes. It is going to give you a lot of confidence. See, as I said, the intention of the class is not to write on the notepad and in the class just to talk about, but to take it on a larger scale. Yeah, so that you guys can get benefited from it. I hope many of you will be planning to study in Germany. Many of you will be, want to work in multinational companies, German companies. So there, German is important. And I'm telling you today, learn it. Otherwise, after like the people who are planning, especially for Germany, after a certain period of time, you will understand, actually we missed something. If we would have learned in India, we would have got something better here. Yeah, I'm telling you, I can tell you with the experience of many people. I can tell you with the experience of professional people there, right? So they did not learn the language and they leave the job and come back to the country because they did not put efforts to learn the language. So make sure you do it. The people who are really serious and the people who are just learning for the interest, it's fine. That is not a problem. But even for the interest, if they are learning and they take it serious, it is going to give you something better in Indian job market. Okay. As I said, I'll be taking you guys through a presentation where I'll be talking about the complete, about Germany, culture, customs, people, yeah, their economy, and like you have a bit idea about Germany. Language, German language, scope of the language, opportunities after learning the language, right? The companies, those who are hiring for the languages. So this is what you are going to, you are going to learn. You are going to listen from me from this presentation. All right. Yeah, perfect. Ist das klar?
Yeah, that is fine.
Ja, das ist klar. Sehr gut.
How will know the AM and PM in this German language?
Okay, so they don't go with this AM and PM structure. They go with a 24 hours clock. So after 12, perfect. What is 1 o'clock means 1300 hours, right? 1300, 1400, 1500. So they go with, the Germans go with a 24 hours clock. So if I'm writing 15:35, what does it mean? That means 3:35 in the afternoon, right? So how to say in German? So how to say in German? 35. First of all, 35 is what? 5 und 30 nach 15 is what? 15. 35 is nach 15. It is clear. Like 3:35 in the afternoon. Right? Oder you can say that. Before that, you need to know the time throughout the day, as I have already explained. Morgen is the morning. Their Mittag is noon. Their Vormittag is pre-noon.
Nachmittag.
Their Nachmittag is afternoon. Their Abend is evening. Die Nacht is the night. Die Nacht means night. Yep. der Morgen, der Mittag, der Vormittag, der Nachmittag, der Abend, die Nacht. Alles klar? Ja?
Yeah, das ist
Yeah,
klar.
Das ist klar, super.
Not be.
Yep. Yeah, what you said? Ask me the question. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So, so got it, guys. So make sure you revise it. Make sure you go with the previous notes. You do some basic questions, and this is how you will enjoy learning the language. So, alles Gute. Then, when we are going to meet us, on Monday. Yep. So, how to say? Bis. See you on Monday is like bis Montag. See you on Monday. Yeah, bis dann, till then. Bis dann means till then. Tschüss means tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen. Gute Nacht.
Guten Nacht, sir.
Yeah, this word is like
So,
everybody is waiting. Yeah, yeah.
so what do they call sir in German?
Okay,
Exactly.
so see, their later is means teacher, right? Their hair means Mr. or sir. Yeah, but actually, guys, they call hair as a formal, but this word sir doesn't exist. Not Z, sir. They don't call sir. The Germans always go with the name, right? So Mr. and Mrs. So for example, Mr. Jitendra, Mr. Chaudhary, Mr. Reddy, Mr. Rao, Mr. Verma, Mr. Kumar, right? So their hair. And for the lady is die Frau. Yeah. So alles klar. So gute Nacht. Tschüss.
Guten Nacht.
Bis
Guten Nacht, sir.
Montag. Auf Wiedersehen.